Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Brahma Bulletin. I'm the bullish Brahma, and I'm here to talk everything San Antonio Brahmas. In today's video, I will be wrapping up my look at the Brahmas in the NFL, as the league has recently ended and concluded its preseason. So, let's take a look at how the Brahmas did in the preseason. All right. So, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, we had long snapper Rex Sanahara. Here it says that Sanahara and other backups played in the second half. There's not much you can say about that. Also with the Steelers was Delonte Scott, and he had 3 tackles and 2 quarterback hurries. Kicker Parker Romo, he with the Lions, he did not play at all. So that is not good news there for him. On the Titans, we had teammates Elise Mack and Jacques Patrick. Elise Mack has been mostly used as a run and pass blocking tight end, but he did have 1 catch for 1 yard, his first time being on the box score. Running back Jacques Patrick, he did run 15 times for 76 yards, a 5.1 average, and he also had 3 catches as well. Scrolling on down until we see defensive tackle Kobe Smith. He did see 2 tackles in his action. Further, we had quarterback Reed Sinnett. Finally, at long last, he finally saw some action in the preseason. It just happened to come at the third and final game, but he finally got in, and he got in with 10:16 left in the fourth quarter. He did have a 34-yard touchdown pass. Overall, he went 6 for 11 for 77 yards. And Matthew Gotel of the Sea Chickens, he made 5 tackles. One of them was a tackle for loss. And that is it for the players in the NFL, the Brahmas in the NFL. Yeah, as you can see, there was not much to report when it comes to the Brahmas in the NFL for week 3 of the preseason, and actually as the preseason as a whole. And we will get to more information on that in just a minute. But first, let's take a look at the latest news and transactions. When it comes to news and transactions for the Brahmas, it was pretty quiet on the home front once again. The Brahmas had no signings, we had no trades. We did have one unofficial, official, quasi, somewhat release. Quarterback Kurt Bankert tweeted recently that he was hanging up his cleats to join Sleeper as an NFL analyst. Now, there's no official uh, release from the XFL or the Brahmas, but I say that it's coming from the horse's mouth, so I will take this as gospel. And as far as that goes, that is it for any of your signings, trainings, trades, and releases. However, there is some news that I do have to share, and this is kind of sad. All right. So, as we all know, that there were 10 Brahmas that made it into the NFL. And just recently, the NFL did have to trim its roster down to 53 personnel. And also recently, the deadline for claiming players that were released or cut by the teams has also passed. Now, the 53-man roster is not finalized. There still are potential for trades and whatnot, but as it looks like now, this may be final. So let's take a look at the players who made the cut and those who did not. Well, we'll make it short and sweet. Actually, there was only one XFL player that made the roster. One. And that is Daniel Whelan for the Green Bay Packers. That's it. All the other Brahmas, and he's not even a Brahma, but all Brahmas have been cut or released by their team. We see here Elise Mack was released, Kobe Smith Matthew Gotel, Delonte Scott, Jacques Patrick, Derek Kelly, Reed Sinnott, Rex Sanahara, Luke Barku, and John Parker Romo. That's it, folks. That is seriously it. Every single member of the Brahmas has been released by the NFL team that they signed with. Now, what does this mean? Well, as of right now, their rights are going to be reverted back to the San Antonio Brahmas unless another team claims them or they manage to get onto a practice squad with their respective team or perhaps another team. But as it looks, I don't really see many of our favorite players making an NFL. So it looks like they will be coming back to the San Antonio Brahmas. Now it's very sad for them that they could not fulfill the dreams and make the team. But selfishly, I'm kind of glad that they're coming back to the Brahmas because I think it just makes our team better. It gives us more consistency from last year to this upcoming year. We definitely have NFL caliber talent on the team, and I think that as a whole, it makes the XFL much more competitive. As you see, there's many players that had the time to make it to the NFL, but just not quite enough talent to actually stay in the NFL. But like I said, I think it makes our league that much more competitive with so much NFL talent on the rosters for every team. All right, so now let's take a look at the Brahma in the spotlight. All right, this week's Brahma in the spotlight is Robert Barnes, inside linebacker from the Colorado Buffaloes. Now, Robert Barnes did start his career with the Oklahoma Sooners. And he actually played 4 years with the Oklahoma Sooners, and then on his senior year, he transferred to Colorado. Now, his first year as a senior was shortened because of, well, we all know what happened during that year. And so he was able to have a second senior year. So his career in Colorado, he had 53 career games with 17 starts. Now, that's both with Colorado and Oklahoma. He has 145 career tackles, 94 of them are solo, with 5 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, 5 pass breakups, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Now, at Oklahoma, he did have 34 career starts with the Sooners. He started 10 of them. He saw action at both linebacker and safety. And then when he moved to Colorado, he became more of a linebacker. Now, interesting fact here is that he is the son of former Oklahoma Sooners linebacker Reggie Barnes, who did win a Super Bowl ring with the Dallas Cowboys. So that's pretty interesting. And that is Robert Barnes in a nutshell, our player in the spotlight. And I think that's it for today's video. I hope you found it informative, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this video. If you have anything that you'd like to share, please leave the comments down below. I'd be more than happy to read them. And I think it's time for this Brahma to be put out to pasture, at least until next video. Until then, San Antonio, horns forward.